For 40 years, Rock Region Metro has been powering possibility throughout the community, helping individuals see different opportunities, whether it's a new job, an education, getting access to a healthcare appointment. All of those things, Rock Region Metro has been able to have a hand in.
That it's lasted 40 years is pretty good. 6 local governments came together and did it, and there haven't been that many other regional organizations. So it demonstrated that the areas could form a cooperative agreement and have services that were beyond city limit lines.
To me, it means that this organization has staying power, that the value that it brings to the community is clear. Organizations don't last this long and receive the level of funding that's required to operate on a year-to-year basis without being valued. And I think people recognize the fact that we're carrying millions of people a year, and that it's the lifeblood, the mobility of the community is incredibly important to individuals as well as the local economy.
Metroplan owned the bus system then. It was Central Arkansas Transit, but it wasn't a legal entity. It was just a name on the side of the bus. They did that for 25 years. The transit system obviously became Central Arkansas Transit Authority in '86.
I remember when I first came here with CAT, and it was actually in the East End. The buses used to come in the East End. We were at 614 Center also. Our office was. All of the administration was under one room. It was a small office. It was about, I want to say about 10 people in administration.
Not that many, I don't think.
You don't think so?
No.
Right, it was very small.
Yes.
Compared to Rock Region. Now we have, I mean, in the office over 50, 60.
Can we count?
Compared to, yeah. What it used to be. So, you know, that in itself is a huge difference.
When it was formed in '86, everything was contracted between Metroplan still and the private management company that was here. So they brought me in to start to build a staff and to get eligible for federal transit funds, things like that. So got to do a lot of projects. Finished the design and building of 901 Maple, the first headquarters. Then the Downtown Transfer Center, which we call River City's Travel Center, and then the streetcar project, of course. Betty Wineland, she started out as marketing director, and most of our schedules had hand-drawn maps, and we didn't have a system map that the public could have. The logo was stenciled on the side of the bus, so she came up with all kinds of branding and image improvements for the system and made it a lot more user-friendly even before we got the travel center.
You know, used to run off paper schedules, Excel spreadsheets, and over time, you know, everything is really involved. We've heavily invested in customer-facing technology, whether or not it's applications, real-time information, upgrading a lot of the technologies over the past couple of years that ultimately provide some additional tools to our customers to make it easier to use our system, easier to get around our system, more customer friendly.
When I came on board, the big challenge we had early on was figuring out a cohesive vision for what transit needed to look like in Central Arkansas. And we made a big leap forward with some planning initiatives, some rebranding. We went from CAT to Rock Region Metro during that time because we saw that we needed to cast a new vision to get people behind, even more behind transit, and frankly the funding that's needed to sustain and grow a transit system in Central Arkansas. You know, we don't have a dedicated source of funding. So going every single year to our partners, the cities and the county, to fund the agency isn't always easy. It's really difficult to make sure that we're at the top or near the top of the list of priorities for the community, because what we do is so important. And this is a resilient agency, you know, working hard to get the federal grants that we have and doing everything we can to provide the quality of service that Central Arkansans deserve. I think what stands out the most to me are the number of people who dedicated their careers to serving here. We've had some fantastic leaders, but I think more importantly, we've had fantastic operators, technicians, service attendants. I mean, the people who choose to work here are exceptional. And the fact that this organization has been here for 40 years and continues to bring in people of high quality, high character that want to invest in their community is amazing.
Our employees are truly the heart of this organization. Every accomplishment that Metro has achieved over the last 4 decades has been made possible by those dedicated individuals. And they truly believe in serving the community. Public transit is not always easy. It requires patience, professionalism, and a true commitment to the community that you serve.
It goes back to when I remember my mom riding the bus. And everywhere we had to go, we had to ride the bus because she was a single parent, and I was the oldest, and there was 4 of us. And I know it was a big help to my family at the time. And so I started thinking about it as I started working here. I feel like I can do this too. I can help someone that might be going through the same thing I went through. And I feel like it's a big help. I got enjoyment out of just seeing people every day, especially the ones that you saw every day on a regular basis that was going to work or going to the grocery store or the doctor or something like that. I was able to interact with those people, and that made me feel like I was doing something important.
I think there's so much stuff that you don't realize working at this job that you see, and also that you are not aware of that you're actually having contact with. It's very, very interesting to me, and it's been a eventful, my 28 years here has been very eventful. And to be honest, I wouldn't change a thing.
This anniversary is more than just those who have worked at Rock Region Metro. Really, it is about our customers that we serve each day. Our customers truly depend on us to get them where they need to go. For most of them, we are their only means of transportation, and so that is a significant burden that our team members have on their plate.
I know for me that I have to plan out a route for customers, and for them to go back and forth to work or get interviews, a job, when they come back to me and say, hey, because of you, I got this job. That means everything to me.
And we're usually the first people that they actually come in contact with. And that's very important.
Yes.
Very important, because you can either get someone that loves to ride the bus just by the first conversation or the first person that you meet, or you can get them turned off and they'll say, I'll never ride a bus again. You know, we want people that not only to ride the bus because they have to, because they want to.
That's right.
I really hope that people, when they think of Rock Region Metro, they can think of individual people or groups of people that they know, that they've seen, that have been involved in their community. So more than, buses on the streets and things like that, the streetcar, I really hope they remember somebody specifically that had an impact on their life. I hope they remember their operator, or they remember, the folks in marketing who were out coming to events and meeting people and teaching them about public transportation. I hope that in 40 more years, or even today, that people will remember that this is an organization made up of people who have dedicated their careers to the good work of public transportation.
I think people look back and see that there's, in general, progress and expansion, going from being just a bus system to a mobility agency. But the technology from microtransit to automatic vehicle location, the improvement that's gone on with the new staff, with directors who follow me, has really been amazing. And so I think people will see that there's a continuity of improvement. We're not just sitting still.
This anniversary is a reminder that we are stewards of something much bigger than ourselves. We have inherited a strong foundation built by those that came before us, and I see it as our responsibility to continue building an even stronger organization for future generations.